What's up, everybody? It's me, StevenBearKing, a true OG, getting ready to play the truest of OG games, chess. As always, I'm going to be playing on chess.com. It is the absolute best place to play chess on the internet, in my humble opinion. And we're going to be just jumping right into it. Two games, 5 minutes per game, 2 second increment. We got a higher rated player in this game, so hopefully we will be able to hold our own, maybe even get ourselves back up into the 1200 range. That would be spectacular. But I'm really happy to be here with you guys doing these videos. Like I said, chess is just one of my absolute favorite games, and sometimes it's hard to find a reason to always play. So doing these videos, having a chess video come out at least about once a week or so, uh, definitely gives me a great opportunity, a reason to get on and play chess, which is great for me. And it looks like we have a little bit of trouble. I wanted to play that move. You guys see me try to play it, but of course I'm pinned to my king right now. And he's going to go ahead and snag a pawn in the center. And so what we're going to have to do is hope that in return we get a lead in development. So we're going to play a pretty natural move, in my opinion, just giving away more pawns. Not actually a good move. It felt natural, but it was just a bad move, unfortunately. So we're going to try to bail out and just go into like an endgame where we're down a bunch of pawns. And we're going to try to defend our rook in a kind of not your normal situation, but of course he knows that he's up 2 pawns and he's like, trading queens, definitely. But even though we're missing a couple pawns, we do have some open lines which give us some play. And let's see if we can attack his rook and keep him. Well, he's probably just going to castle in that direction anyways, but let's see, what is going to be the ideal position for our pieces? Well, we should probably apply more pressure to that square since we're attacking it with our rook. So let's bring our bishop around to this side, put it to work, and then we're going to find a good place to put our knight and hope that piece play, even though the queens are off the board, we're still in what I would say a middle game, or maybe they would call it a complex endgame. But there's a lot of pieces on the board still, so there always is kind of a slight chance for some attack if we can manage. I'm going to go ahead and try to keep this bishop active. I don't want to get it like trapped or give him a bunch of tempos attacking it, but I do want to try to keep it in some kind of nice spot doing something. And my first instinct, since I'm down 2 pawns, is to try to take that pawn, but maybe still the active bishop is the piece that I want to keep if I plan on like holding any kind of position here. And so what square is going to be good for my knight? I could come to this square right away and chase the bishop a little bit, but if he backs up, then I would either have to take or retreat my bishop, and either one's not perfectly ideal. But would it benefit me to bring my knight? Oh no, he's got 2 pieces defending that square as well, but when I back up my bishop, can I get to that here? And then what? How would I get here if I want to go this way? It doesn't seem like the quickest route. Okay, and I'm using a lot of time. So yeah, so we're gonna probably have to go this way. We're gonna first bring the bishop back just to keep it so that it's not hanging and to release this rook down the file. And we're gonna try to go here, 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 and here with our knight, if we can get away with such a maneuver. A lot of trips to make with the knight, but if we can get rid of maybe his light squared bishop for the knight instead of the bishop, or maybe if I can get rid of both of these pieces, because that's probably what would happen when I get to that square, since I'm defending it only one extra time with the rook. So if I can get to, well, oh, I see, he wants to trade it off immediately and bring his knight to that square, and after it's on that square it can go to a couple different places, but it's also attacking this bishop. But if it moves, it's dropping that pawn, and we don't got a lot of time. Oh no, okay, yeah, that works, that works. I was gonna take first and then, but luckily I'm still defending my bishop, just barely. Once again, sometimes when you're overthinking things, you're doing it wrong, because you're just gonna think a long time and make a bad move. And luckily in this case, it wasn't a, I mean, it wasn't what I had planned. I planned to take, and then he takes, and then I can bring my knight over. But either way, not a great situation. Is that just hanging his bishop? Because I'm pretty sure that just loses his bishop. And what do we have? He has 1, 2, we have 3. So I think I can just take this guy off as well. And if he takes with the knight, I'll take with the rook. And so that way we can probably come up on this pawn too once we take here and chase his rook away from that square, even though he'll bring it here with probably a tempo. Let's see. How do I get away with just not defending that pawn? Well, let's do it like this, because we don't have a lot of time. So we're going to simplify it a little bit, as well as try to get an advantageous ending, because we are up a full piece. And luckily we have this square guarded, or else we'd probably be getting checkmated. We're going to have to make room for our king, and then we could bring our bishop. Hopefully he doesn't notice that this diagonal is looking really nice for this bishop, and that's going to be a good place to have my bishop defending my pawn over here, putting pressure with the rook over here. I still have this bishop just chilling over here, so we're doing pretty good in that aspect. And let's see. So I think this should be a, oh no, it's not going to be checkmate. Oh, I don't got a lot of time, so we're just going to drop that. and come up here. And let's see, how can we just cut him off some more? And that's it. So we did manage to win that first game pretty nicely after he dropped his piece. We're going to throw him a rematch, call it the ultimate test. We're only going to play 2 games, so whether win, lose, or draw, this will be the last game that we're going to play for today. But hopefully we can manage to continue doing well. But definitely my opponent, he played good moves in the last game. He just made that blunder, which was kind of a weird, move where you think you're safe, but you are not. And we're just going to develop the knight, I guess. He's putting a lot of pressure on this square right away, so we're going to throw some pieces at this bishop here. And we're going to bring this knight out quickly and try to get the bishop pair from him and relieve some of the pressure that's going down on this side of the board. And that stops my plan. But I still think I can maybe pull my knight up this way. We might be getting too crazy with it, but that's okay. Because now we've already kind of opened this diagonal, so maybe that'll make it harder to push this pawn, possibly. Let's see what we have going on here. And now his knight's chilling over there by itself, defended by the bishop, but it's kind of what happened to that huge attack he had going on there just a second ago. So he's choosing the castle. I should probably castle too. But is there anything nicer that I can do? Probably not. So we're gonna go drop here, and we do want to come down here. I'm gonna prepare to put this knight on f8, where they say there is no checkmate. But of course, I'm not a grandmaster, so I'll probably still find a way to get checkmated. And so he wants to put a pawn there, but that still opens up this nasty diagonal to his king. Yeah. And so I should be able to come back towards here now. And I think this square is still okay for now. I'm gonna have to kick his knight away. I can't tolerate it right there with the rook on the open file. Cannot tolerate it with the rook on the open file, so excuse me while I take a sip of coffee real fast as things get intense and complicated. My opponent's taking a big think, knowing now that he's got open files and lines and everything. He's retreated his knight on his own. So I think now we do, well, it's probably not the best idea to maneuver this knight to f8 anymore, but is he just dropping this pawn? Is it cool? Is he inviting me to do that? Is this what he wanted? I mean, it seems like a free pawn. When in doubt, take the pawn, just like Yasser Seirawan would say. Speaking of which, kind of funny actually now that I think about it. Let's see, so he's brought his knight back over here. And well, we don't want to keep this knight over here hanging just in case there's any like tactics going on. So let's just take a moment to bring it back to where it was. Probably too slow of a move, but that's kind of what I still felt like we needed to get going. So he's got a lot of pieces in this direction. I'm not sure that I really want to, but I'm just going to try to defend this square a little bit. And I would really like to try to find a way to start getting in on some of these like dark squares. So maybe, so how would I do this? Maybe I could start off by bringing the knight here. Probably, let's try that. Just to try something. I think it would be favorable to keep this bishop and get it out, but get rid of at least one of these two knights, because they're doing a pretty good job, I would say. Maybe I'm a little bit paranoid. I mean, it looks like there's a lot of stuff in this direction, but maybe this pawn's not. I mean, I just worry that it's levered, but I'm hoping that he can't move his pieces on this side just because it's still going to open up my position. I wonder if maybe I could, well, I don't know if I would, yeah, he's going to retreat it anyway, so I don't know if I should worry about that too much. And he's saying, well, if you want to trade, then you trade and take my piece so I can bring my piece to the game rather than me taking your piece and bringing your piece to the game. So that was a good decision by him, definitely. And let's see, so we're going to try still to say we should trade. And now that he's left this diagonal, I'm hoping I can bring my queen out, which would be fantastic as well. Alright, so he said, I'll take that knight, why not? And maybe this knight was hanging after that move. Did I do that and then he didn't notice? Probably. Sounds like something I would do. And so now he's saying that if I put my bishop here, then I would be falling for a trick. So we're not going to fall for any tricks, but he's also saying that he's putting his piece here, so let's put our piece here. We do have to watch out. There were several tricks with the pin on the king. He does have two bishops also facing the side of the board, so let's see. Now can we bring our queen out? Because that would keep his queen stuck a little bit on the defense of this square. Which I think he just didn't realize that, because I'm pretty sure I can just take this. Oh no, I can't, because he's going to take with the bishop. If he takes with the queen, it's checkmate. Yeah, he took with the bishop, so that was a bad plan. Bad plan for sure. Oh man, that was a good game and I just blew it. Let's see. I wanted to bring my rook to this square and chase off his queen, but doesn't seem like it. Let's see, what can we do to chase off his queen somehow from the defense of this square? I need a fast way to bring out one of the rooks, but I just don't have it. And I'm lacking in space quite a bit. Alright, I really don't care, so I can exchange. Why not? I'm already losing, so that doesn't matter to me. What matters is the defense of that square, which he decided now he can just do it with the rook, since why not? So, kind of lame actually. I'm probably just going to end up flagging. But anyways, I got to bring this rook out somehow. And let's see. Oh no. We're going to play this move. Why not? Forget it. Who cares? And play this move. Why not? Who cares? I just have one more like little trick and then it's about time to resign anyway, so I'm just going to play fast moves and see what we can do. Okay. Alright, he found a good defensive move. Oh no. That was good game, good game. Thanks for playing, man. But that's how the tide goes. Oh yeah, just one more thing because I did lose lost my mind for a minute there while I was playing, but I did have mentioned Yasser Seirawan, and then I just wanted to make a little shout out here since I did just get this actually from my friend. You guys might remember him, Bobby G. He was on some other videos. Hopefully you guys can see this all right, but it's Play Winning Chess by Yasser Seirawan. I heard him mention this book actually when I was watching the coverage of the U.S. Chess Championships and everything with Yasser Seirawan. Doing live commentary for that with Grandmaster Maurice Ashley and Jennifer Shahadi. So actually, it was really kind of coincidental that I got that. But anyways, you guys, that's what's going to be for this episode. We had a little rubber match action. We got the best of each other, 1-1. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. I'll see you on another video. Peace.